So I'm on Old Highway 10 when I'm looking for the Maple River Turnout. John Steinbeck came here on Columbus Day 1960, and he stopped after coming through Fargo at a little turnout on the Maple River. You see the Maple River right over here. It's just a tiny little North Dakota prairie river. We're just crossing it now, and I'm going to turn on. And I think this has to be the place where John Steinbeck stopped to do his laundry. And while he was here on Columbus Day 1960, he had an encounter with Shakespearean, with an actor who was an elocutionist who went from town to town giving performances in high schools and service clubs and churches. And this is a famous scene from Steinbeck's Travels with Charlie, and it's here I want to talk a little bit about what I'm doing with William Shakespeare. So I've got my doublet on. Here's my cape, my skull, Yorick's skull, of course, and my bodkin. And so I'm going to do exactly what Steinbeck heard here in 1960. This has a particular importance because North Dakota is maybe the last place you would have expected a key chapter in Travels with Charlie to have. But he stopped here, he regrouped here, he had that extraordinary and ironic encounter. After all, the itinerant actor said, well, you seem like you might have some background in the theater, and Steinbeck incognito denied it. And then when the actor pressed, Steinbeck said, well, I've maybe done a little. And he said, how'd it go? And Steinbeck said, flopped. And the man said that his favorite passage that he recited in front of these school and church groups was the 7 Ages of Man speech from As You Like It. I'll be doing that speech and a whole range of other things around the country in my new one-man performance about Shakespeare. I'm not portraying Shakespeare, but I'll be reciting some of the great passages from his 37 plays, including a focus on my favorite piece of literature in the world, Hamlet. It's a night of humor, recitation, commentary, some autobiography. It's meant to show that Shakespeare is accessible to everybody, entertaining, educational, with some, I hope, moments of deep insight and my own particular love of Renaissance literature, Shakespeare, and above all, Hamlet. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his life plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first the infant, mewling and puking in his nurse's arms, then the whining schoolboy, with his satchel and his shining morning face, crawling like snail unwillingly to school. Then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress' eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. Then the justice, in full round belly, with good capon lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts to the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice, now turning again toward childish treble, and so he pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, that ends this strange, eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. I want to do this Shakespeare program all over the country.